Yeah.
then everyone will at least get a bigger piece of the pie than it
Yeah.
was compared to the small pie. So
Yeah.
open innovation is also something that I think is required.
Yeah.
We need to integrate the knowledge and expertise of different domains to get to the next level of innovation, system level of innovation.
Yeah.
And therefore we need to open up in a pre-competitive environment the
Yeah.
requirements that we need to create a big pie.
Yeah. 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 No, I'm
I have
totally
written
agree.
a book on open innovation and
Okay.
challenges of open innovation. So
Oh well.
there are also some
Yeah,
some
it's from down the close.
yes,
Then challenges. Okay, interesting. I will
yes.
take a look. Take a look at that. And so for TNO, yeah, could you explain how collaboration with external partners goes for ID generation?
For only the phase of ID generation.
Yeah, is there collaboration on ID
Well,
generation?
ID generation is mainly done, within TNO, because
Yeah,
we work together with all OEMs in the world. We
yeah,
have many roadmap discussions with all those OEMs,
yeah,
and we discuss with them the challenges that they face for innovation,
yeah,
for their products
yeah,
portfolio,
yeah,
and we combine the input from all those discussions
yeah,
and use that for ID generation within TNO to
yeah,
define solutions that we feel that the industry will need in 3 to
yeah,
5 years from now.
yeah.
So ID generation is not something that we do collectively with
No,
with all the OEMs. We do
no,
it separately, and we try to find a common element that
yeah,
most OEMs need
yeah,
and will support them in developing a solution.
yeah. So basic.
And to give you an example,
Yeah,
if you see that ICT will play a stronger role or a bigger role within the mobility system,
yeah,
and also exchanging information between vehicles is essential,
yeah,
then you need to define a common language
yeah,
to have an Audi
yeah,
communicate with a BMW or
yeah.
with
Definitely.
a let's say Toyota or a
Yeah.
Renault.
You need industry
And
standards, basically.
well, also, but
Yeah,
to do so is you
yeah,
first need to show what is the added value of communication, what is
yeah.
the
Of course.
potential.
Yeah,
So hence the pie. If we were able to offer this to the end users, that
yeah,
they are able to communicate or share information with other vehicles, how would it improve their vehicle safety,
yeah.
vehicle efficiency, mobility behavior, etc.
Hmm.
And then they see the business case, and
Yeah.
then they also will share information to
Hmm.
create the standard and therefore make the pie possible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right? And that's something that we as TNO facilitate.
yeah,
We organize these kind of meetings with all OEMs and say,
yeah,
okay, you all will need this, but no
yeah.
one will pay individually
No.
for this development. So
Yeah,
if we share the investment,
yeah.
so everybody pays like 1/20th of
Hmm.
the total investment, and
Yeah,
everybody will get the end result. It is a
yeah,
pre-competitive collaboration where in the end
yeah,
everybody can compete
yeah.
using the end result.
So it's a really important function of TNO because
Yes.
you basically are combining. You are the guys that make sure that the people come together and see the bigger
Yes.
picture and facilitate, make it possible.
Yes.
So
If you want to have an example, you can look on the EU project, so European
Mm-hmm.
Union project called
Yeah.
Ensemble
Okay.
in French.
Okay. I'm gonna write
It's
it.
called
Yeah.
Ensemble. It's about truck platooning, and that's
See.
where we as TNO coordinate the definition of a standard protocol
Mm-hmm.
for multi-brand truck platooning. So
Yeah.
how can we make sure that trucks can platoon on the public road with multiple brands?
Yeah. And platoon, you mean exactly?
That
Platoon?
means that you have like 3 trucks driving
Yeah.
very close together,
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
truck is driven by a driver, and the second
Yeah.
and the third truck, the driver can rest or do something else. It's fully
Yeah.
automated, like coupled by
Yeah.
a wireless tow bar.
Yeah. 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 That's really interesting. So also you say like it's just like a little bit like if you have Apple, for example, with EOS as a platform, then on EOS all the different
Yes.
app developers work. So
Yes.
like you say,
True.
if you want to have Audi being able to connect with the BMW, you need some kind of general platform. Yeah.
Yes.
And
So we also develop data sharing platforms.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
We do the
develop
same.
it for the OEMs,
Yeah, for the industry to make
for the
it
industry.
possible. Yes,
Yeah.
to make it possible to share information, and then afterwards everybody can use the platform
Yeah.
for application development or yeah.
And in that case, with this case, do you then also have contact with, for example, software companies and high-tech companies
Yeah.
that are going to
Yeah.
make use? And
Yeah.
and which kind of like
Well,
yeah, basically
for the automotive industry, we work together with the Googles and the Samsungs and the Apples, and we work together with TomTom. There are many companies that we work with.
Yeah. Okay. And do you also ID generation development? You do it development a bit by yourself, and then at the end
you have different flavors.
Yeah.
We can do development by ourselves. So I invest millions of euros in the development of a new platform or a new application or simulation-based tooling or facility. That is development. But also we can do it business to business. So let's say Daimler or Toyota requests TNO to develop a certain application or to do research. And we have what we call consortia. Consortium development is where we coordinate as a neutral, independent partner of the industry. We develop standards or protocols or methodologies that everybody can use and solves a common problem.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last one is open innovation.
And with the last one, could you elaborate
open
some more?
innovation.
Yeah. And with that, what do you mean exactly?
Well, that is where you collectively invest and share information to create a solution or innovation that cannot be developed individually.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You need to have multiple inputs, multiple expertise, multiple points of view to create the best solution for all.
Yeah. And when you enter those kind of open innovation activities, because like you said, you need those open innovation activities because not everyone has those knowledge by their own. But a lot of companies, they are still afraid to go in open innovation. For example, knowledge leakage, or they don't want to share their unique
Yep.
knowledge